Greetings, old world explorers. Welcome to another exploration into the realm, what it once was. Joining me today is Mark from Our Melted Reality. Mark, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Chris, for having me. Really big fan of yours, and say fan. I just love your work, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of yours as well, and right here I have your channel. For those of you that haven't checked out your work, the link will be in the description as well. This is our first chance to have a conversation, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm excited to see what because you do tons of boots on the ground, don't you? You have a bit of a wealth of melt down there, don't you?
Yeah. It's I still can't believe I'm in Alabama, and just a quick recap of kind of how I got here. Just in the truth community, we started with 9.1.1. And it just led me to here, watching all kind of other stuff, the trees, say titans, cataclysms, and I was at a point where, okay, I'm an outdoors guy, and I'm looking around at this stuff, just around my house. Wasn't really going in any sites yet, historical stuff. And I just didn't see what these other people were seeing. And this one guy was talking about trees being petrified trees or whatever. And then he actually had a clip kind of making fun of Jerry DeCamp. And it was like 5 seconds. I really got angry. I just shut everything off. You know, I was already not watching television. I was just watching these so-called true stuff. And then that's when I really went out and started looking, and I started watching a few nature video stuff with mountains and all that, and it just clicked. I started seeing, bricks and right angles, and so when I initiated, and my first place I went to, I've been passing by for years, and I went back there. And this was back when I had like an iPhone 4 or something, or 6. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. And I went back for the second time, started taking pictures and video. And that's when I put my first video on YouTube. And I was not into social media or anything. I didn't even know how to put a video on YouTube, really. And but from there, my heart was racing. I'm like, look at this. This is everywhere, and right where I am, and right where everybody is. I couldn't believe how what I call melted Alabama is. And I've been to some places in Florida and Georgia too, but yeah, it's just the boots on the ground. You can actually. That's what was big for me too. I was getting mad because I want to know what I'm walking on, and you can actually touch it, feel it. Somehow theorize on what this is or that, or why is this brick half rock, half brick, and it was just it's like what I was supposed to do besides my family.
You're talking about a calling almost, right? I'm feeling the same thing. Like there's a calling that if you have, for whatever reason, the eyes to see, it's part of your duty probably is to share what you're seeing, Welcome back, old world explorers. Ashley from Freya's here, joining me again with a file as we peek into the remains of the old world and the post-cataclysm existence we find ourselves in today. So thanks for joining me again, Ashley.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What do you got for us?
So just some other pictures of our melted realm that we find ourselves in. But yeah, like this, you can see it's just a complete wasteland, and this one goes down into the ground. It just seems pretty obvious to me at this point. The more you look into it, you don't even have to look for structures. You can just start looking at the landscape, and you start seeing. And this is actually inside. I've got, again, these, I don't have these in order. I wish I had them in order, but this is from a castle, Blarney Castle in
Ireland.
And but there's all these tunnels, these cave tunnels that connect to the castle, but I think they're just part of the structure that's melted now.
Yeah.
And we got this here. This is Upliskihe or something. I don't know how to say it, but
So look at the stairs, eh? See how the stairs
yeah,
have sort of melted right in there?
yes. Like who
So
would build steps like this? Look at
how
this
would they
here.
explain this to us, right? How would conventional geology and history try to explain this to us, right?
Yeah, they
All the
would say yeah, they would say, first off, they would say this is older, very, very old. The more damage it is, they just say it's older. That's how they explain it. So they would probably say this bit down here is carved, and this is carved, but this is weathered because it was so long ago. It just erosion wore this down, and then they built this structure on top of it. You know, but you can see the variety of brick damage. Like over here, those bricks are look more deformed than these bricks from the variety of the way that the heat moved through the structures. And back here too, look, you can see archways inside the rock.
Yeah, give us a little zoom. Give us a little zoom if you don't mind.
Yep. Yeah, this isn't the best quality image, but you can see it here. You can see part of one here.
Yeah.
Look at here, and look at this rock here.
Yeah.
Just melted like ice cream. And look, we got some red bricks over here that are still intact.
Yeah. It's funny once you gain the eyes to see, you just see the world in such a different light, right?
Yeah.
Than our trained version of the world that they give us.
Yeah, and it all really happened in the 1800s. That's whenever they, started. Like the first national park was in the 1850s, I believe. It was in the mid 1800s. But that was Yellowstone. They started the World Heritage and all these UNESCO. They started kind of just getting the foundation set of this is the translation that people are going to see it as. I mean, all of it. And then they had their media, their newspaper, their radio and everything, and their education system. And it's just really genius how they constructed this complete fabrication. Like our whole reality is just total fabrication. It's an illusion.
And all going back to that same time period, right? I mean, a lot of people are getting into this whole reset concept because a lot of people suggest we're living through one right now. So it's interesting how this is all coming to light and coming to the forefront of our consciousness at this period of time,
Yeah, it's like the apocalypse, the unveiling, but this is I think what?
Yeah, I like the you get that slit window there, and then you have the sort of what looks like tight blockwork right next to it to the right.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. You can see like the horizontal lines, and then all of a sudden becomes the big stone, balloon rock, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, where they melted
really
together.
No logic whatsoever to the building process if that were the case,